Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 secret facts about men and women. We all think we know ourselves, but men and women often don't fully understand each other. Well, it turns out there's a lot we don't know about ourselves and the other gender. No matter whether you're a man or a woman, all of these unknown facts are sure to blow you away. Before we begin, be sure to click the link in the top right corner to subscribe to my second channel, The Crafty. And why not subscribe and press the notification bell too? Coming in at number 10, we have kissing wives. Do you kiss your wife before heading out to work? Well, if you do, then this is a good sign. Men who kiss their wives before going to work, on average, earn more money than those who don't. This is because people earning more money are usually in a good mood in the mornings and are happy to go to work. Also, bad finances can sometimes cause arguments in relationships and cause couples to break up and sometimes even divorce. So, do you kiss your wife before you leave for work? If not, pucker up, as you might end up being more motivated and making more money. Next up, we have the boss. You may be thinking that in Western countries like the USA or UK, things are very progressive and women have a ton of opportunity. But we can all probably guess that men are bosses more often than women. Now, this is true in some countries like America or the UK, but there are some countries where it's more normal for women to be the boss of a business than a man. These countries are Jamaica, St. Lucia, and Colombia. This is usually because there's less of a bias for women in the workplace. And a lot of the time, there are far fewer men qualified to do jobs in those countries, as education rates amongst men aren't as good. Next up is IQ cheating. How can you tell if your husband or boyfriend is cheating? You may think checking their phone or sneaking around following them is the best way. But one very effective way to tell how likely your man is to cheat is to test his IQ. That is because men with a lower IQ cheat more. Scientists say that men with a higher IQ are usually more rational and emotionally caring. Also, they can focus on one thing and don't get distracted by anything else, in this case, other women. So test out your husband's IQ to see how loyal he really is. If his IQ is over 110, then this means he has a good IQ and is less likely to cheat. But if their IQ is under 110, then keep an eye out for them talking to other people, just in case. Next up is chatty. It's a stereotype that women talk more than men. But before BuzzFeed or somebody gets mad at me, science has proved this is actually true. Women speak about 20,000 words a day, which is 13,000 more than men speak a day. Men only speak around 7,000 words a day, despite men feeling that they talk more than women, according to a study by the University of Maryland. I guess this doesn't work for me though, as I've read over 350 scripts for this channel, which is roughly 3.5 million words. Wow, I should really shut up, shouldn't I? You know what? I'm gonna do the rest of this video without speaking. Coming up next is bald. Sorry guys, I just can't stop talking. Anyway, do you have hair? If so, this is seen as a good thing, right? It makes you look younger, and it's just nice to have hair on your head. And of course, that would mean that being bald is often seen as bad. It makes you look a little older, and people just prefer to have hair. But baldies don't feel too bad. Men who are bald are actually perceived as 14% stronger than men with hair. Not only that, bald men are perceived as an inch taller than men with hair. So if you're going for the rugged, tall, strong look, then try going bald. Just make sure you pull it off like Vin Diesel and not Amber Rose. Next up is dreaming. How many nights a week do you dream? Well, it may surprise you to know that women have about 4 times as many dreams as men. On average, women dream 6 times a week, while men only dream twice. Science says that the hormone difference between men and women often mean women have more emotions. And then as a result of this, women have emotional dreams. Now you may think this is good having lots of dreams, but sorry ladies, it's not all good. Women also have way more nightmares than men, which is why most women say they feel more tired than men do in the mornings. How many times a week do you dream? For me it's 0, because I don't sleep. You see, YouTube and I have an agreement that says I always have to be making videos. It's help. Next up is brains. Men need to stay away from zombies. Well, women too, but mainly men. This is because men's brains are 10% bigger than women's brains. But before you guys get too happy, this doesn't make men any smarter. The only difference about a man's brain here is the size, and brain size does not affect intelligence, despite all the cartoons. The odd thing about this fact is that scientists aren't sure why men's brains are bigger. Some say it's a hormonal side effect, but a definite answer has not yet been found. So guys, next time somebody calls you big-headed, you can say you're exactly right. Coming up next is living longer. We all know those "this is why women live longer than men" memes. But these aren't just memes, it's actually a fact. But why is this? Hint, it's not because guys do dumb stuff. Well, it's simply because women's immune systems, which stop diseases and illnesses, are better than men's. Women's immune systems age far slower than men's do. Of course, the younger your immune system is, the better, as it can do a better job than an old immune system. But ladies, bad news, us guys are catching up to you. As time moves on, men's immune systems are getting better at a faster rate than women's. And in about 40 years, it's estimated that women won't live longer than men anymore. Coming up next, we have high heels. What do we think of when we think high heels? Women, right? Well, while this may be the case now, in the past, people would have thought of men in high heels. This is because, believe it or not, high heels were actually made for men. They were invented in the 1600s and men wore them to look rich and masculine. But that is not why they're worn today. Women now wear high heels to look more feminine, but men used to wear them to look more macho. Who knows, maybe in a few years men will go back to wearing stilettos. Better start saving some money up, guys. And next up is lying. Who do you think are bigger liars, men or women? It's a stereotype that men lie the most, but this is also true. A study found men don't just lie more than women, but doubly as much. Yes, doubly is a word, I'm not lying. On average, women tell 2 lies a day, while men tell 4. And 80% of men admit to regularly lying to their partners, while only 20% of women do this. Do you lie a lot? If so, leave a comment. But just be sure not to lie about how much you lie, okay? You better not be lying to me. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the best fact about men and women. And guys, as I said before, check out my second channel, The Crafty. It's got some mind-blowing videos on there, and one is about to pop up on screen in a second, so stay tuned and click that to check it out. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.